We are joining the kiddos as they head into Left's Tavern for some libations and post travel celebration.
Hey, we didn't die.
And
Or the worst excuses to drink.
and winding
No, you didn't
down.
permanently die. Sorry.
And Coin hands you something, Mongo, and she's like, "Drink this. I've been working on it while you're gone. I need you to try this.
Yeah. Cheers.
I need you to roll a Constitution, please."
Oh shit, I should have known.
By the way, you guys are all back
Sure.
at full rest, just so you know.
Oh, cool. How much time has passed since we returned?
Enough for you to be at full rest?
Like 5 days?
You would be at full rest.
Well, that's the reason why I asked, because we had so
I'm
much
aware,
exhaustion.
Manny. You're at full rest.
Yeah, she said you're fully recovered. Like, that means no exhaustion, which means however many days it takes. It's not complicated,
5
Manny.
days.
He will find a way to complicate it, damn it.
Yes, he will. What was your Constitution there, bud?
That's a number that is being generated right now. Oh
Oh,
fuck.
fuck.
That's a 7.
Mongo.
Mongo was at full rest.
Mongo, as you take a drink of what she gave you, you immediately are like, "Oh, that is delicious," and you take a step, and suddenly everything starts to slant. Going out of focus as the alcohol percentage hits you. It tastes like the silkiest, creamiest chocolate milk yoo-hoo you could ever imagine, but with the absolute alcoholic kick of moonshine that has been distilled and forgotten in the back of some mines for many, many moons.
Oh god.
And Coin looks at you and she's like, "How's it?"
Mongo tells his head. It's good.
Hang on. Things are a little off. Try to lean the other direction and not fall. Okay. That's a head tilter.
And
That
she's
is
like,
very tasty.
and then she takes something. She takes out something, and she's like, "I was developing this with Feisty." She pours you another glass of this alcohol, and then put what's like marshmallow whipped topping on top of it.
I assume on trying this, it's another con save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Hey, that's a better number.
A little
That's
bit better.
a 10.
You kind of level out on the where you're sitting with this alcohol, and you take a slurp of it with the marshmallow fluff, and you realize that's alcoholic too. And it almost is like a s'mores that you're drinking with no alcohol content, but you're feeling the alcohol content.
Does the room at least tilt back the other way?
It tilts the other way, but you're hitting a point of weird magical alcohol drunkenness where things look like they're sliding. And then they'll just kind of pop back when you adjust your view.
Great, he's so fucking hammered, he's almost hallucinating. Damn. Alright. Oh. Those are very tasty. Why are we dancing?
She looks at you and she's like, "Because you're celebrating, because we're back." And you realize you both are actually
Right.
just kind of dancing in the middle of the pub while the music plays in the background.
Oh. 6 years for you. A few weeks for me. That's, oh. Is it dancing or just kind of Mongo's just trying to stay somewhat still, but he's just kind of.
I think you're more so just leaning on her, or letting her guide you.
That's fair. Wow. So what else have I missed?
War, surviving, plans for pub.
Oh.
Oh, you know, all the usuals. Let's enjoy tonight. We can get on with that tomorrow.
Oh, it's that bad then.
No,
Okay.
it's not that bad. And she looks over as Nikolai comes in, and all the moon mice are following in behind you, Nikolai, as they just kind of look around and they're examining this place. And you see one of them pull out his piece of parchment, immediately start sketching out the angles and going, no. The angles are all wrong here. Not optimal. Not optimal.
It's like, wait a minute. What are you talking about? This place is pretty cool.
Schrodinger with them too?
Oh, yeah. Schrodinger's there too. And they've never been to a pub, and it's obvious. One of them picks up a glass and they look in it, and they immediately sit down a chemistry set and start examining the liquid inside. Clearly not
That's
sure.
About right.
Hey, Jesse joined us.
Yep. And clearly not sure. And Nikolai, you're going to have to guide him through this. And your dad's like, you're supposed to drink that. He looks over and he said, what's wrong with him?
Hey guys, come here, guys. Gather them around. Explain the protocol.
Your dad's like, no, I got a better idea.
Okay.
Okay. He takes out, Mongo, do an insight for me, please.
At disadvantage? From intoxication?
Well, you would even out just a normal dice roll because Coin's with you.
Coin is
Was
such an
it insight?
Coin is such an alcoholic. She has an aura of protection from alcohol.
He is a bard.
That is another 10.
You look over at the moon mice and you see that Nikolai's dad has pulled out something that you're familiar with, gambler's dice.
Oh, fuck.
And he looks over at the other moon mice. He's like, okay, here's how this game works. And he looks at you, Nikolai. We're all going to take turn rolling the dice. Whoever has the lowest roll takes a shot. And you hear that Mongo and you go, oh no.
Oh.
Look over at dice. Look over at Dad and kind of whisper, "Do you want protection from poison?"
Your dad looks at you very bluntly and says, you're a mistake thinking that I don't have it already.
All right, I put it on myself. Just for now. Gonna try to get these mice off.
And Coin has already used a message and spread the word of your guys' return among your allies. And people are starting to filter into the bar. She has literally been standing there with you, Mongo, casting it and sending messages out and invites to people without you even knowing it.
He's fucking hammered, bud.
Scabbard, as you go and sit down at the counter by yourself, and a lot on your mind, I'm assuming, because, well, you have a new holy symbol, you have a daughter now, all sorts of shit is probably going through your head.
This little kobold's mind's about to explode with how much is going on there.
The one brain cell can only handle 2 thoughts at a time, but now there's 4. Oh, fuck.
Very generous of you to assume that there's even one. It's more like half of them.
And as you're sitting there and you're thinking about a drink, a shot glass is sit down next to you, and you hear someone next to you ask for 2 this time. Do you see who it is, Scabbard?
Who is it?
As you turn your head and you look over, you follow the hand up the arm, and you instantly just kind of sit there in an absolute stillness as you're looking at Prim.
Prim. Pleasant surprise, friend.
And she's like, I'm not pleasantly surprised because I knew you would be here at this moment, lost in your shallow thoughts, not knowing where direction to go. Stupid lizard.
Jeez.
And the Lex looks over and he's like, huh. And he sets down 2 shots and she slides one over to you.
Pleasant as always, I see. And I'll go ahead and drink it. Even though it ain't gonna do much to me, at least it's something to do.
What a fucking bet.
I need you to roll a con check.
Alright. Let's see. Get off my screen. Away with you. Alright. $29.
You take it down, and you feel it actually like hit you a little bit, and you're like, I don't have my protections. I can get hammered.
It actually
Question.
does something.
Is he still allergic?
No,
Remember, he's only
not
allergic
gonna
to the cheap stuff.
die.
Okay.
It's the cheap shit that would kill him.
she looks over and you see her green eyes, and she's like, "Hmm. You're in a peculiar place now, aren't you now?
That's putting it lightly. Very, very lightly.
You know what sets paladins and clerics apart from other classes and other people in this world?" And she takes another drink.
Truthfully, Prim, I really don't know. Still learning the ins and outs myself.
And she just kind of tilts her head a little bit, and she's like, it's because we don't go looking for the answers, we give the answers. We are the answers. You, Scabbard, seem to be forgetting that's your position.
Maybe. How do you do that when you don't even know what the hell it is you're doing yourself, though?
You figure it out. And she sits down in her glass. She's like, you're getting rather the congregation going.
Well, apparently 6 years away tends to bring a lot of old faces around and curious ones that are new, too.
She motions to the entrance, one of the entrances to the tavern, while leaning on the counter. And you see a bunch of kobolds, or Vasani, at the entrance to the tavern door. They're all kind of peeking in, looking in your direction. And they're all holding different objects, and some are covered, some aren't. And she's like, it seems like the god that you follow has chosen you to be more of a purpose.
How much are the drinks here, typically?
They can range from a few gold pieces up to a few platinum pieces.
You do have a chunk of platinum.
I do have a big ass chunk of platinum.
Just set it on the table. Drinks for the night for everybody.
I think we will take a bit of that platinum and do exactly that. Hey, laugh. And just
He comes over.
a little bit of some health for the company, drinks for the friends. And I'll set it down. And just gonna go ahead and use like a quarter of that to fund for the festivities. I still have no idea how much that thing is worth, by the way.
One quarter less than it was originally.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about 10 pounds of platinum.
Holy crap.
My God, that's a lot.
So,
I mean, one singular coin is like what, 0.1 pounds?
something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So that is gonna be a lot of math to do. Let's see. We'll do that later. That's a later thing.
And Prim looks at you and she just kind of leans against the table and she's like, when you get to a position where you're selected by a god, it's up for you to guide the path and not ask questions. It's time for you to grow up a little bit, Scav. And you have grown up a little bit less since we crossed paths. Not much, but a little. You're sure a lot more red than before.
Yeah, I still don't know why. I mean, I know why, but I don't know why.
You know how, but you don't know why. So yeah, apparently 50 coins is 1 pound. So yeah, that's a lot of damn platinum.
Cayenne, you're kind of torn in what direction you want to go as you're in the tavern. On one hand, you look over and you see the ghost white, silvery haired Prim talking to Scabbard. On the other hand, you look outside and you see your sister leaning on the rail, enjoying the moonlight.
I'd be going to my sister first. I'm not dealing with people right now.
You head outside and you have to kind of like step sideways and past, and there's all these little Visani that are gathered around, peeking inside in Scabbard's direction. There's the gemstone ones, and then there's a few red ones, and then there's a few other miscellaneous colors. They're all just kind of like clutching things and whispering amongst themselves as they look inside and watching Scabbard.
Leaves me with 425 platinum. That's a lot of platinum.
It's chunky.
Drinks all around for everybody. On account of the Obscura.
Yeah, everybody is eventually showing up, and Pulse walks in and she's like, drinks.
It's 125 platinum worth of drinks. Whoever shows.
Everybody is showing up. Eventually, the parents all start showing up too. All of the parents eventually start showing up. Cayenne, you get over to your sister, and she's got her elbows on the railing, and she's just kind of looking out at the city, and you see that she has a black feather in her hand, and she's kind of just messing with it a little bit.
You're not feeling people either?
She's like, I rarely feel people.
I expected us just to get a few drinks, not to be overloaded with the whole fucking city.
She's like, I think it's everybody that we actually care about to some degree that's just showing up, a private gathering.
Yeah, but we just got back.
And she just stands up fully and she looks over at you and she's like, huh. I want you to do a wisdom and an insight, Cayenne.
Wisdom is a 12, and insight is a 6.
Okay. You see her playing with this feather a little bit, and she looks over and she's like, "What's with the little lizards? They're not on the guest list, as far as I'm aware."
So, they were... You remember when we had the Fae kobolds we were helping?
Yeah.
Well, because we helped them, they now view Scav as their savior. So they're, following him.
What does that have to do with the ones in this realm? That's the Fae realm.
They are the same as the ones in the Fae realm.
And the green one and the red one and the other one colors are kind of doing the same thing, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Oh. Well, I didn't have that on my bingo card of Scavenge being a cult leader.
It's more so the deity that those little dudes worship have basically called Scavenge to be the savior of them.
Well, they should be fine just as long as they don't drink his Kool-Aid.
What happens if Scav drinks his Kool-Aid?
You know the person who would be making said Kool-Aid, because there's only one person in this party aside from Mongo who makes drinks.
She just kind of smiles a bit and she's like,
At least me and Mongo would know how to make the proper dosing.
Hey, Nikolai knows about coffee.
she looks at you a bit and you see that serious
Not
tone
the
on her
same as
face and she's
Kool-Aid.
like,
Sure.
don't let Hatter make the Kool-Aid.
No. No. We had to... I had to take the time to teach him that the stuff that the party used to drink in the Feywild they can no longer drink because, hi,
It's gonna
it's
kill
fatal.
you.
Yeah, they're locked. They're currently in interrogation. Security.
Oh god.
I almost feel bad for security who's interrogating them.
Cayenne, as she plays with the feather a little bit, you pause for a moment and she sees you pause. You remember something very specific. Something very important to yourself from a very long time ago. Remember, a druid gave you a feather and said you'd eventually find the other one.
Oh shit. I'm gonna pull the feather out that I had.
Osling just kind of looks at you and she's like, okay, you have a white feather and I have a black feather. What does that mean?
Apparently, I was supposed to find the match to mine?
Yeah, I was told the same thing.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take time to ponder this because I literally was not given any information outside of that. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of, oh look, pretty feather. Oh, you have a matching feather. These are supposed to be a match, huh? Well, awesome. What now?
I want you to do a nature for me, Cayenne. As you're with your sister.
Nature is a 21.
As you're looking at the city and how it's changed in this 6 years. She looks over and she's like, "You gonna visit Goblin Row tomorrow?"
Yes, I need to.
And the Druid Circle.
Yep.
She just kind of, you hear her kind of laugh ever so slightly, which is rare for your sister to do. And she's like, "I'm not going to spoil anything." And you can kind of, if you want to, brush that off. The more important thing you see is the two crows are in a tree nuzzling each other very affectionately because they haven't seen each other in quite a while.
Aw.
They're spending time together.
I mean, I've seen them be like this before, so.
It's like two lovebirds that have been separated and have been now reunited back together.
Excuse me.
And go ahead, Cayenne.
Well, I was just about to yawn.
And before you can contemplate anything else, you get hugged from behind, and you instantly recognize the warmth that it is Lumion hugging you.
Didn't take long.
He just kind of like speaks ever so quietly as he usually does. It's been 6 years for them. For me, for us immortals, it's just a blink of an eye. It is good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Shouldn't have been gone this long.
Business is messy, but you're no worse for wear.
My mentality's taken a few hits, but who's keeping track of that?
He pulls out a small parchment. He's like, "I am." And you see him make a few notes regarding that.
Okay. Have Red and Blue killed or maimed or eaten anyone since I've been gone?
Osling's like, maybe?
Please tell me it's at least been while working with the city guard to rid this town of people.
Well, on a plus side and a negative side, it was a dwarf.
Okay.
The dwarf
D-
dug their own. This is bad phrasing for me, of all people. Dug their own grave. They said they were an expert in exotic birds and handling them and nurturing them. And they were not prepared for how exotic your birds are in particular.
Well, That's fun. That's fun.
Luckily enough, we were able to recover enough remains for a small burial.
I'm glad the dwarf helped feed them in the most non-conventional way possible.
For a minute, I thought you said you were going to say consensual, but
I mean, that technically would be the right word.
I mean, he
I don't know
did
of
say
anyone
he
who would
wanted to do
consent
it.
to be eaten by said birds.
Lumion's like, well, it's not all bad news. The loss of that dwarf made the wife rather happy, as he was a womanizer, as some people say.
Oh, well, good riddance.
Good riddance. Shock.
Yeah, we don't like those types.
Let's just say there was a circle of women that were quite happy and celebrated at the tavern.
Nice. Well then.
Rosalind's like, yeah, Coin could definitely tell you about that one, because she was present for that little hen dance.
That's right. We need to, the Munchkin from the Feywild. We need to tell Coin about her. Them. I remember their pronouns were they, them. I'm trying to remember their name, though. Yeah.
Hey, wow.
Yeah, we went
Yep.
to the city. We went into a store.
They made you
I'm
guys
just
met a
trying to
Munchkin?
remember.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I'm trying
off
to
the top of my
remember
head.
their name. I feel like it was something really cute, like Pearl or something. It was
it's
something cute.
Vaguely familiar. Yeah, okay.
Leaf, maybe.
We'll use that as a placeholder.
Something like that. Yeah. I really wish that Coin could have been there for some of the things that we got into.
Rosalind just kind of leans on the rail a little bit, and she's like, you'll have the time to tell her all of the stories so that she can write new fables about you. And I'm sure there's one particular child that is excited to hear new stories about you guys.
Oh?
Scafford's daughter. She grew up knowing you guys as legends. She idolizes her father and everything he does because of the stories.
I still have ideas of gifts for her, too.
Well, you have 6 years to give.
I just don't know if it would be appropriate.
I'm pretty sure it would be because she's a part of the family.
She's young, and I would much rather try to avoid giving her dangerous things at a very young age.
That little
Dangerous
lizard,
creatures, I should say.
That little lizard is smarter than most adults.
Considering she was able to get away from Sally on more than one occasion, from what it sounded like, I'd believe it.
You forget who her mother is.
Can't forget Kippa.
And you hear someone behind you, and you just suddenly get hugged but nearly toppled over Cayenne.
Meh.
And then you're suddenly being nuzzled aggressively.
Uh-oh.
And as you struggle to see who it is, they kind of stumble a little bit, and they reach in their pack very haphazardly, and they pull out a piece of parchment and scroll, and they hold it out to you, almost excited. And as you go, who dare hugs me like this and lays their hands on me, you realize it's a much older F. Carey. And she holds out a parchment, and it's a crude picture of all of you guys together.
I'm turning around to hug her.
And she hugs back, and she's like, "You're back here now."
Yes.
And she immediately interlocks her arm with yours and drags you in the tavern for drinks.
Well, I'm being dragged by burp.
And she sets the piece of parchment on the table as she takes you over to the counter on the other side of Scabbard, where and now you're Scabbard. You're between you're between Prim and you're between Cayenne and F. Curie.
Eerie.
And she looks over, and you hardly recognize her because she's 6 years older now.
Second, I didn't know who you were.
She's like,
Give a little ruffle on their head.
and she still has that same goofy appearance, and she's like, yeah.
Good to
Years.
see you as well, friend.
Bye. Older.
Yes.
Red.
I'm sorry we were gone for so long. It's not intended.
And she just kind of shrugs a little bit, and she just gives you a small hug. It's still super scrawny as always. Prim looks over and she's like, Cayenne, do you want a rematch? Poor Cayenne. Prim asking if she wants a rematch.
I will have to take a rain check on that. I'm too tired right now.
She's like, all right, that's fair. Nikolai, as your
As fun as it would,
go ahead, Scabbard.
as fun as it would be to see that, friend. You've been through a lot, and we're still recovering.
Yeah, she looks over at you as gives you a very matter-of-fact look, and she's like, yeah, a lot. Right. And she takes another drink. Nikolai, as you're drinking with the moon mice, you barely get a glimpse of who goes by dragging Cayenne over to the bar. When you see the parchment on the table, and as you examine it, you see a very crude drawing of you guys on it. Almost cartoonishly, like a childlike drawing of you guys as heroes.
Did I see who put it there?
It said the person with Cayenne.
I'll do a double take at the person that set it down.
Do an insight.
$18 on the dice, so that would be modified 20.
You recognize it as it takes you a moment, much like Scabbard, but you recognize it as a more grown-up F. Curie.
I take my leave and I go. Like, has she like gotten taller and bigger and?
Yeah, she's taller, but she's still as scrawny, and she's well dressed because, well, she works among nobles.
Yeah. And yeah, I grab that drawing and run over to her. It's like, hey,
She looks over. Oh,
hi.
Nikolai.
You're
She crouches down
big.
with you. You're small.
You draw this?
Attempt, yes.
Attempt. Wow. 6 years does a lot.
6 years does nothing.
What?
She points at you.
True. I don't think I'm going to get any bigger.
Better, maybe.
Hey. How have you been? What have you been up to?
Cool.
School? What are you studying?
The bardic sorcery.
Wow. Take it after your papas, huh?
Yes.
Well, I'm absolutely sure that he would be proud of you.
And she just kind of like does a little happy dance. Which is probably the most adorable thing you Scavard and Cayenne that you've seen in quite a while is this bird folk just do a little happy dance of excitement, fluffing up a little bit.
And just catch up with her.
And Mongo, as you're there with Coin, you see another guest come in, and it's the good Captain Hook.
Definitely get him something to drink.
And he's got someone in tow with him. Do a wizard logic for me.
Okay, that hasn't happened for a while.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
15.
Even in your drunken state, as you look over at who he has with him, the person's like in their early 20s, maybe mid 20s at this point, and you suddenly feel yourself sober up a little bit as you recognize it as being Gold. When you last saw Gold, he was a teenager.
He was on the ship with us when he came, when he came back.
Uh-huh. And you hear the good captain, he's like, so this is what a bunch of nobles call a party.
Night's still young,
And he's like, yeah,
and
it
some
is.
of us don't seem to be as young as we were a few moments ago.
He looks over and he's like, well, by technicality, we're all constantly getting a little bit older every moment.
True.
And Holvar, you see Holvar come in and Cayenne, you just realize your dad comes in and you're like, oh no. The drinks are about to start pouring in.
Fuck.
And your dad looks over directly at Hook and he's like, you're mine at the glass.
I think Cayenne's head is in her hands, and she's rubbing her temples like, fuck.
And eventually the other parents start filtering in too.
Yay!
Yeah, no kidding. Just looking for a couple drinks, and all of a sudden,
The elder Obscura starts showing up to show how to drink.
but we also have to realize that for us it's been a few weeks. For them, it's been years.
Brigida comes in and she just kind of looks over at you, Cayenne, and she walks over to you and she pats you on the shoulder, which you would not expect from your mother. And she looks and she just gently headbutts you and she's like, "I'm proud of you."
I would headbutt her back and just give her the biggest hug.
And she hugs you and she's like, "You smell like the wild, dear."
Yeah. We were there for 6 years and I've learned many things that change everything.
And she looks at you, and you hear, of all people, Ithos, her growly dragon voice, and she's like, "Oh, look who went on a walkabout and discovered themselves." And Siga just, past Prim and everybody else, looks over and says, "Don't be a bitch." And you see Ithos just look back at him and she's like, "I know where you sleep." And he's like, "Yeah, with you. What are you gonna do about it, huh?" "I will get enough drinks in me, I will climb you again." And Hobart's like, "I ain't drunk enough for this."
I do not want to have to perform a castration tonight.
Your mother just looks at you, she's like, "I am not helping."
Although I have the tools and the knowledge, no.
He gets walking in, yeah?
He's on the
I'm
other
gonna
side
go
of
over
Prim. He put Prim between him and his wife.
I'm gonna make my way over to where he's at, actually.
All
Step
dog.
over.
Scared of that big lady.
He's a fraction of her size. I would be scared too.
She will crush
I
him,
know.
but that's not what he's into right now at this moment. He wants to live.
Death by
You
stew
get crushed
smell.
later.
First things first. I'm punching him right in the fucking gut.
He topples over and he's like, "Oh, ooh, oh."
Then I'm
ooh."
gonna give him a hug.
And he
You
hugs
have a lot of explaining to do, but it's just good to see you.
As you say that, he grabs your tongue and he pulls it out, and he holds you by your tongue. And he yanks on it some. He's like, and he lets go finally, and he's like, "Two can play at the shitty game."
It's good to see you.
You too, boy.
But damn you for all of this mess.
He's like, "Look, there's only one person in this entire tavern that I've fucked, and she's over there." Maggie's just
Yeah,
like,
I'm aware.
Maggie's
I'm gonna
like,
look back over. No, I'm looking back over at her and like, you have equal amount of explaining to do as well.
Maggie's like, "This
in
isn't the
regards-
time or the place. This is
But
a
it's a thing for
celebration."
later. It is a later thing.
He's
for
like-
now, and I'm gonna put a mug in his hand. Time for celebrations.
Maggie walks over and he hugs you, Mongo. He's like, "Right now, time to drink."
Yeah, if that family is going to keep up with that kind of foreplay, there's not enough alcohol in this bar to survive.
And you see Jewel, and she's like, "I normally try to have non-alcoholic drinksies, but at this point, I might actually consider an alcoholic drinksies."
Coin said that?
Jewel.
Oh, Jewel.
I have an herb for that.
And she looks over. "Oh dear, I've met an herb that treant that was that herb." Hot summer days were special around that treant.
Why do I hear a treant with a Rastafarian accent?
Like, and they were a bard.
Oh God.
Be like,
We gotta see this bar.
Treant would basically be Bob Marley.
I picture him as kind of like a weeping willow with all the strands hanging down.
Mhm.
Kind of a really
Glass
awesome looking
beating.
tree in my head.
Glass beating for any kind of accents, no metals.
Yeah.
Almost sound like wind chimes when they smack.
It's neat. And then your mom shows up, Nikolai, and she's like, not enough food. And she slaps her hand down on the table, and suddenly all the food tables are covered in food.
Nice.
She's like, she sits down and she's like, whew, really takes it out of you when you're old.
Takes it out of you no matter what. I fucking did something like that and fuck, I was screwed up for a week.
Jules like,
I like,
oh,
that's right. I grab my mom and I take her over to my dad and I just hug them both because I can do that now.
and they both hug you as tightly as possible. And you feel that one crink in your back that's been bothering you for a little while, just like pop. And that instant relief of tension.
I'm speechless.
Your dad's like, you'll find the words eventually.
There's just so much going on. Like, I understand you all haven't seen us for so long, but we've just been gone for a little while to us.
Your dad's like,
This
yeah.
is so overwhelming right now.
Your dad's like, yeah, and I've been dreading when you guys come back and see me here, not knowing how you're actually going to respond to the calculations of me being alive.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a little bit more time here, just a little bit more time, say hi to everybody I haven't seen for a while. And then I want you and Mom to come with me to Wraith's tomb, please.
The night suddenly just kicks off as everybody kind of convenes, friends, family, tavern suddenly being very full of life. Mongo, do you go talk to the weird wallflower that is gold? Because he's like looking around at everybody like. And he just casually picks up a mug and just tries to act casual.
Yeah, but you're supposed to have something in the mug.
He looks in the empty mug and he looks at you like,
Come on. Up to the boat. We're getting you something to drink. Because apparently, now you're old enough.
he nods a bit.
I'm assuming this is a byproduct of the, being in that room for so long.
He nods once again.
You shouldn't have done it, dude. Oh, boy.
Clearly saying that was something for us to deal with.
He moves his hand a little bit and you see writing appear in the air. Kind of like just like a word bubble form. It's like it was my choice.
Your choice, our responsibility.
Then you see him respond. I made the choice. It was no longer your responsibility.
Yeah, about that. We're still gonna throw it at you every now and again.
he just chuckles a little bit. He looks over at something that's sitting behind the bar, and he just reaches over behind the bar and he grabs it, and he just stuffs it in his mouth, chewing on it. Mongo, you can do a knowledge on that.
What button is that? Intelligence?
Do a nature, actually.
Nature. Yeah, Mongo does have that one on here. 14.
You see him stuff this in his mouth, and he's just kind of chewing on it, and then he just takes a drink of something, and you realize he just stuffed his mouth full of what is essentially the equivalent of jalapenos. And he's chasing it down with alcohol of all things.
There's worse things to fucking eat.
And he makes another note in the air. Tea party food.
So like Hatter and the mouse like spicy stuff.
He crosses out spicy. Their food could technically kill most people.
I don't think there's anything technical about it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it will kill most people.
Cayenne, as you're sitting there with your mom and the others, and you kind of look past Prim and Scabbard and his dad, you see Mongo there, and you see the older boy that he's talking to, and the occasional word bubbles pop up. And it just kind of instantly hits you who that is.
I was going to say, did they look familiar to me?
Oh, it's the moment you put two and together, you instantly recognize that's a much older Gold.
I'm never going to understand this time jumping crap.
Her mom looks over. Yeah. She looks over in Ithos' direction about that, and Ithos like, I'm a normal dragon now. I no longer have those gifts.
I'm just glaring for a moment like, what the fuck? Getting real tired of the fucking secrets. Real fucking tired of it.
Ithos looks over at you, and she's like, oh, I'm pretty sure you've put pieces together already. And she hands you a scroll. Oh, by the way, you've been summoned to be seen by Madame Empress at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And then it just kind of hits you. You're like, the fucking little Scabbard's daughter literally knew exactly when we were going to meet her.
Yay, more things to do.
What's it like?
All of the things to do in such a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm. So the night goes on. Nikolai, and you're able to slip away with your parents to go see the tomb of your friend.
Yeah.
And as you get there with both of them, you hear somebody stumble up behind you, and they're like, and you realize it's Edison, and she's like, I'm not very good at hiding. So here I am.
Okay.
And your dad looks over at you. Your girlfriend followed us.
Yeah.
And your mom's like, oh, do we get to see a marriage?
Just ignore that right now.
And your dad's like,
This is my father.
and your dad's like, oh my God, we're gonna have grandchildren.
Just ignoring that right now. This is my father, Remus. Remus Edison. What is her actual first name?
Edison.
Oh, she just took Edison. Okay. Edison, Remus, mother. Nika. This is
Because like,
Edison. This is my mother, Nika.
your mother just the most blunt forced trauma that you didn't expect from her most gentle nature. She's like, goes over and she pats you on the back gently, Nikolai. She's like, she's a fine specimen. That moon mouse nature just coming out in full force. But you got something to say there, Manny? I can see it on your face.
I'm just like thinking, leaning over. Better not let Starbar or Galadriel find out. Galadriel will probably pummel you to a pulp. Starbar will probably just bite your damn head off.
Which one?
Oh God, come on. And well, explain. Well, I said I want you to meet one of the most important persons in my family's life. Well, you can't actually meet her, but she's dead now.
Oh,
But then tell her the story as I know it, and have Remus fill in the differences. There are the missing points.
he fills it in as best as he can, but you pretty much already know what he knows. And then at the end of the sharing session, he reaches into his pocket and he takes out something and he puts it in your hands, Nikolai. He's like,
What is this?
as you look in your hands, it's a piece of one of her daggers.
Huh.
He's like, I want you to identify that with the rest of the Obscura.
Okay.
Scabbard, Mongo, Tyann.
Okay.
I hope it will help fill in what she actually did.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do that. The biggest thing that I'm lost in is how she knew about you before we did.
I don't know her except for the stories that you tell me of her and what others have said. I didn't get a chance to know her.
Well, thank you for this. I will probably. How did you come? How did you get this?
Well, as I told you, her soul was left behind, but her body guided us home and protected us.
Okay, yeah.
And this is from that.
Okay. So, Like, okay, so she wasn't like present. She was just so like when she brought you home and stuff like that. That wasn't her anymore.
It was just her physical form. The soul wasn't there anymore.
So the personality was not there or anything.
It was basically just a meat puppet protecting us.
Huh.
Your mom's like, wow, that's such a weird description, meat puppet.
Yeah, I get it.
Now I'm just picturing Joel making actual food into meat puppets.
I want you two to be with you when we do this identification, because you know who she was. I think is important for you guys too, as she's the one that gave up what she did for us.
And your dad's kind of like, the creepy sister. She really won't tell us, like, what all of the deal entails.
Probably not for us to know. Where is Millum?
Mom is on the front lines right now.
Yeah.
She's alive and well, we talk to her on the daily.
Okay.
She's not directly on the front lines, it's more like the secondary lines.
Yeah, she's rear support. I figured as much. She knows that you're alive then.
Yeah, and she's having trouble processing it. Oh, look, your dad's back. Yeah. By the way, I gotta tell you all about myself and who I am.
Well, is she due for a rotation to come back for a little bit?
I think in a week or two.
Well, maybe we'll wait for this until she's back too.
Unless you guys are leaving again for another adventure, I mean.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hopefully we can spend some time
Because,
here
like,
for a bit.
yeah, we're kind of in a full-fledged war.
Yeah, I know. When did the fighting start happening here?
About a year after you guys left? She motions up at the crown of Casil that was not there before.
The crown of Casil that was not there before?
No, and you look up and your artificer nature just goes, oh my god.
Yeah, okay, what am I looking at?
And you see basically there's a ring of these floating islands that basically have Magitech railguns.
Nice.
Providing full coverage protection of Casil.
Nice. About how many of them are there?
About one for each clock hour.
About 12 of them, okay.
Yeah. And you can see occasionally like a wisp of energy come down, and there you instantly put together that they're fueled essentially by the ley line energy that is focused into the city itself.
So wait a minute. They've actually harnessed ley line energy?
Yeah.
How was that done?
Your father's like, we don't know the technical details of it. We just know it's a crazy job that goblins like to do to clean those.
Goblins?
And goblins like the job to go and clean the cannons and the crystals that form on them.
Okay, so goblins didn't do this. Okay.
Gnomes are the primary ones that have done this.
Huh?
Gnomes are the leading edge in Magitech for the most part.
Ah. Was COG involved in that?
A bit, yeah.
Huh.
Seal is one of the most defended cities in the realms right now. Let's just say after the initial attack, the powers that be really beefed up the entire continent for protection.
So the other cities are protected as well at this point?
Nick is like, they have their own defenses, but this crown basically protects the entire continent from the air. And then around the entire island are bastions? And your
Possibly.
father's like, they're defense towers using water-based level of these kinds of weaponry.
Huh.
Let's just say it would be a stupid idea to attack the city again.
How many times has the city been attacked?
Well, there was the first time, and then there was the second time, and then there was not the other time.
Only twice. Okay. How many were lost in the first two attacks?
We don't really know the numbers, but across the entire material realm, the war is getting really ugly.
This is across the entire realm now.
Many cities, many factions. The Dwarven Empire is in a full-on civil war, and a lot of dwarves have defected to... Well, you'll find a lot more dwarves in the city and other cities because they've defected from the Dwarven Empire to give their services to help. They believe a better Dwarven Empire that is open, not closed.
So we have dwarves and dwarfs now that are friends.
Dwarfs that are they have taken on the moniker of the dwarfs, which are the free dwarf. And your father's like, dwarves is the word you're looking for, dear. Yes.
Huh.
It's actually really strange watching dwarves and gnomes work together. They do. It's like mixing oil and water and somehow getting it to actually function.
All right.
Your father's like, yeah, and don't forget about the goblins. They have volunteered all of their services to being field medics.
Field medics?
They're quite adept at being field medics, and well, they fill in all the odd jobs of. Gnomes refuse to go up there unless they have to for maintenance, and goblins are like, we'll do it.
That's amazing. Wow. So much has happened.
Hundreds of people have died, and thousands of people have died in this war already.
Jeez. And somehow, for some reason, it's important for us. Like, we're part of the solution.
Well, look at us. We don't pull any
Or part of the
strings.
fucking problem.
There's one person that's the spearhead of this entire thing that's keeping everybody in one piece, and that's the Empress.
Still not going to get out. I'll just call her Kippa.
And your mom hands you over a scroll, which is the 11 o'clock meeting time. And you realize too, Nikolai, that Kippa's daughter knew exactly when you guys were going to meet.
So should I show up 5 minutes early or not?
And your mom's like, what?
The Scavord's daughter said that I was going to show up 5 minutes early tomorrow.
Oh, you got to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll probably show up because I do have a
Indra.
question to ask her.
Indra is your dad's like, she's an odd duck. But she's a very smart odd duck, and her mother is raising her right.
Indra? is her name?
Lindra.
Lindra. Well, they're just like, in basically just chewing the fat and, you know, talking with the parents and, you know, bringing Edison into the conversations. So yeah, it was like, so Edison, like, tell my folks about you, what you do. I think you would be best qualified to share your profession.
And she instantly goes on this professional level polished spiel about things.
Deliberately did that so I could just have some time
Intro to
think.
Edison 101. Oh, using your girlfriend as a stall tactic.
She's proud of herself. And she should be.
Only her new boyfriend was proud of herself.
Shush. Nikolai has a lot of shit going through his brain right now.
So, Cayenne, we're starting with you. You wake up, and for once, you're not in a strange place. You wake up actually refreshed and, for once, relaxed because you're just waking up in your own bed in using Lumion's arm as a pillow.
I'm gonna take the moment to soak this in before getting up out of bed.
When you get out of bed, you remember getting home blitz drunk. And then you,
What was that noise?
Manny is making a shit ton of fucking noise.
Box, I do apologize.
Manny gonna Manny.
Yeah. You're
I
pleasantly
think that's a free space on his bingo card.
you're pleasantly surprised, Cayenne, as Lumion has kept up with cultivating your plants that you have planted here in the various planters and taking care of them over the course of 6 years. And there are a lot more.
I'm gonna be taking my time to look over the house since I've been gone for over 6 years.
It's relatively more or less exactly the same as you left it, except for there are a lot more plants throughout the house, and every once in a while you come across a plant that has a little note with a little like note tag attached to it. And you read one and it says, "This reminds me of her smile."
Oh, oh no.
And you're just seeing how these various plants, how some of these plants have notes attached to them, how they remind Lumion of different aspects of you. Including the hissing plant.
But
It reminds me when she gets angry.
Go ahead, Cayenne.
what time is it? Is it like really early in the morning?
It's probably about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so have time to lazily wake up and get ready for the meeting later.
Yep. Alright, eventually Lumion wakes up and finds you and he's like, I will prepare you breakfast.
Just take your time. You don't have to rush to do anything.
And then he just kind of like nods. You seem relaxed now that you're back home.
For once, waking up in a place that's not weird with odd sounds and any manner of danger at any given point, because the wilds be wildin'.
He nods.
Definitely more relaxed being home.
Did you know that, as mortals would say, you have one of the most adorable characteristics when you are, as they say, shit-faced drunk?
You may need to explain a little bit more, because now I'm kind of scared, because your idea of adorable is different from everyone else's.
He forces an awkward smile and he's like, when I carried you through the threshold, it took not but 20 minutes or so to reach the bed, as you wanted to stop and speak and pet the various flowers on the way through.
Yep.
I'm so glad that didn't change since petting the roses. Please tell me that Cayenne has at least one bandaged finger because one plant got mad.
Yes.
I don't care what finger it is, that's just funny to me.
I can see Cayenne in her drunken state get bit by the finger and go, oh, ow. Just...
That was mean.
Be like, oh, well, I'm sorry. Then walk off. More like stumble off.
Since you're being carried by a Lumion, onward, steed. As you spend your morning with Lumion, Scabbard. Oh, poor Scabbard.
Eh.
You're woken up. You're laying on your back in bed, and you're woken up, staring upward at your daughter as she's looking down at you, and she's like, I'm observing how legends sleep. Curious. And she jumps off the bed.
Sit up and just look around. I don't remember how I got here. What happened last night?
The individual of the original Obscura, Hovar, yes, that's his name, brought you home and plopped you into that bed right there.
Question. Are you sure it's plopped? Because, I mean, you said Hovar. You sure didn't try to just shot put him from across a county?
I can see that happening.
For a minute, I thought you, Tom, being Tom, you're like, are you sure he didn't try to powerbomb him into bed?
I'm just saying. Scabbard's too small for a powerbomb. If they were similar size, then yeah.
Alright. Gonna stretch. Where's your mother at?
He's in meetings, of course. And you have one at 11.
Yes, I do. Well, good morning.
Yes, that is the current accurate time of day.
I'll be honest, and I do apologize. I know very little about you whatsoever because that was completely hidden from me. And I would definitely like to know more about you.
Well, when two individuals love each other very much,
And she's 6.
Well, not quite what I meant.
oh,
All right, I'm gonna get situated. How about breakfast? Does that sound good to you?
she ponders for a moment, looking at you curiously, her head slightly tilted. Yes. And she leaves the room.
Just go ahead and go through my daily routine when I'm in the civilian life. and
It's probably really nice
We're gonna
being
tr-
back in your own home, Scabbard.
oh, absolutely. Just gonna go ahead and we're gonna take her for breakfast and try and find the family while doing so.
As you head out of the home, Sally is following right behind you like a towering shadow.
Hello, Sally.
Sally's like, Scabbard?
Good to see you, friend. How's your doing?
Thriving. Sally, of course. Few words. And the thing that you nearly trip leaving the house, Scabbard, as there's a bunch of gifts left outside your door.
Hey then. Go ahead and. Sorry. Look at these real quick.
There's various gemstones, food, garments, homemade garments.
Very confused and perplexed because this makes no sense to Scabbard. Alright. Sally, when did this start happening?
Sally looks at you and she's like, Once you got home, individuals visited the night and left gifts.
Right. Okay. That's gonna take some getting used to. Guess we're gonna move them inside and then we're gonna take them for breakfast. Let's see. There are so many good places we can go. I'm sure you're probably used to going to Feisty's place. And would Feisty's barbecue be open right now? Probably not this early in the morning.
You don't know. You've been gone 6 years.
What do you like?
I'm not picky, Father.
No, but everyone always has something that they deem to be their favorite. What's yours?
Well, I am fond of some of Mother's dishes. Oh, salted fish is good.
Really good. I know just the place, I think, if it's still there. I guess we're going on an adventure.
Mother said I'm not allowed to go on adventures. I have to study. And Sally just reaches down and she puts her hand on your head and she's like, I will punch you if you try to take this child on an adventure.
Not that kind of adventure, Sally. I swat her hand away. I meant a small trip around the town to find something good.
You try to swat her hand away, and it's like trying to swat a unmovable brick away. You're like, okay.
I'm sure you must be hungry too.
And Sally just stands behind her charge.
Let's see what the others are up to, and perhaps a family breakfast is in order. And, take my leave and try and find where everybody else is at. Shouldn't be too difficult. I know where their houses are, so.
As you, the way he phrased that is, she just watches you walk off without her.
What? You're not coming?
You said, take my leave. That means you're leaving here.
Well, yes. You, me, and Sally are gonna leave this place. Temporarily. We'll be back later. For now, we're gonna find the rest of the family and just have a good breakfast.
Father, your phrasing is inappropriate for the situation. It's not, I will take my leave. It is, we shall take our leave. As in,
Very well.
the whole, not the singular.
You are correct. We shall take our leave.
Nikolai,
Yes.
you wake up right next to Edison.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Who knew the artificer of the group would be the slut?
How many bodies does Nikolai have on his count now?
I guess like 4 now, I think. Do I have any inclination, indication of what time it is?
It's morning,
It's more.
before the meeting, at least a few hours.
Okay. I will just scoot over and snuggle up. Thankfully, not necessarily needing to go get myself killed right now.
Right, fuck it, I nap now.
I nap now.
I cast snooze button.
Yep, exactly.
Roll with advantage.
right now. It's like,
I choose to fail this con save.
yeah, can I choose to fail a con save?
Oh my god, Chad is not holding back. Scav has a bigger religion-based body count, though. Mongo, you wake up next to Coin.
Oh, thank God it wasn't a dream. I check for sandwich.
There is no sandwich.
Oh. Guess I'm too tired for that. Okay, that's not a problem.
As you move a little bit, Mongo, the room moves in the opposite direction, and you're realizing you have the hangover seas.
Oh, fuck this. Going back to bed. Roll the fuck over. Go back to sleep.
Scabbard, you're not successful in finding anybody else except for Cayenne, and there is knocking on the door, like, and you instantly recognize the most obnoxious knocking on the door, Cayenne. It only could be Scabbard.
Uh-oh.
I would go answer the door.
Good morning, sister. There with Sally and Henry.
Pretty sure I would be able to see Sally from an actual mile away.
Yeah.
Probably.
For a chat,
Yeah.
I have fallen asleep, and I choose not to wake up.
Bingo.
Morning, sister. How you doing?
I just woke up.
Ah, perfect timing then. Gathering the family for a good breakfast. Perhaps you'd like to bring Lumion if he's available as well?
Lindra is luckily not facing the door. She's looking at some of the flowers. And Lumion walks into your view, Scabbard completely naked.
I'm gonna step on the path blocking his view from Lindra.
And Sally steps in front of Lindra.
Hmm.
Lumion's like, Greetings, Scabbard.
Good morning, Lumion. Right. Breakfast.
I think
Okay.
Cayenne is just dying right now because it's just so awkward.
He just stands there, not completely oblivious to the awkwardness of the situation. Just looks over at Cayenne. Would you like to get breakfast with Scabbard?
I believe he is inviting the both of us.
Ah. Well, we shall don clothing and join you. And you realize your sister's naked too.
I mean, it
Alright,
makes
then.
sense. It makes sense. It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, you're in the
As
form of a
much as-
satyr, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
But also considering how we grew up, I really doubt that's the first time any of the siblings have seen the other siblings, minus a few threads.
But
Yeah.
the door
Considering
is
Cayenne was a centaur originally.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Most
door
of it
is
was
closed while they get dressed, and
not
Lindra's
closed.
like, did I miss something?
When you're older.
Sally looks over at you, Scabbard. The answer is no, Scabbard. She missed nothing.
Yeah, this is correct. For the time being, I'll wait and share little stories here and there with Lindra and Sally of the travels while waiting for Cayenne.
Sally is oblivious and could care less about the stories because it's Sally. But boy, you have the full attention of your daughter.
Of course, keeping any of the more like grim details not so grim. And
Roll me a performance, Scabbard.
It'd be funny if she actually has like
performance.
an appeal for blood and gore. It's just amusing to her.
let's see, performance 25.
You're able to keep your daughter amused, and the door opens, and Lumion holds the door open for you, Cayenne. And
I will step out and join.
you're instantly just like, Scabbard, you're just like, of course, Lumion's gonna Lumion and look dapper as fuck first thing in the morning.
Nothing wrong with that. And have you been able to hear anything from Nikolai? I haven't been able to find him.
He's probably asleep.
Maybe.
Considering
we
we just got back, and it's the first time we've slept in a place that's not dangerous or weird.
And Sally walks with Lindra, and you hear Lindra, she's like, you'll get to speak to each other during the meeting and after the meeting.
go ahead and make our way over to Mongo's.
Mongo, you are happily sleeping and happily ignore the door.
Right.
Lumion looks over at you and he's like, Scabbard, I don't mean to be the one of logic here, but correct me if I'm wrong. Mongo is a feline. Felines like to sleep, especially in the morning. Isn't this a futile attempt to try to rouse him out of bed?
You know, you're not wrong.
Cheddar
Man,
agrees.
I was fixing to say we can hear Mongo complaining already.
Oh, you
Then
brought
again,
the
I
big
do
giant
hear him
fishy.
in there.
You brought the giant fishy. Oh my gosh, you brought the giant fishy. Oh my gosh.
Give a couple, just one last little knock. Hey, Mongo, fish and chips, buddy.
Like, nope, I'm staying in bed.
Mongo had the silent spell. He would be casting it near the door.
Look
Get
at
you
that.
some
The
catnip.
knocking does not go through.
I'll get you some catnip tea.
That's the size of the fish.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's one of those floppy fishes. They can flop around. But it doesn't want to work. Keeps on breaking.
There you go, Tom. That's the size of the fish. I know, baby. I'm so proud of you. Oh, yes, I am.
Well, I guess we'll make our way to wherever the hell it is we're going.
You end up at a little breakfast nook, and as you're on your way there, you can see how security throughout the city's been beefed up. The marketplace is bustling, like really, really bustling. It's becoming like almost like a grand bazaar now. Like this is a central hub of a lot of different places now that people stop in, because it's secure. And they can do business here before traveling to other places and possibly hire on people to protect them. And you do see the influx of dwarfs here, and they're helping ramp up essentially the security forces and the defenses, essentially within the actual guard. You do see weary people as you travel that are dealing with the war directly and those sort of things. And occasionally a Vistani will come up to you, Scafford, and give you a gift. And reach out and just touch you and just kind of eventually move on. But you're drawing attention from any Vistani that's within a city, no matter their color. It's not just the pearlescent kind, it's any of them. And they're looking to you with like a sense of almost kind of like a legend in their midst, kind of like how Wastelanders would look at, for example, Mad Max or Furiosa or King Arthur.
Oh.
And Cayenne, you're seeing this too.
Every time one of them does, I thank them and give them a little something. A little bit of something.
They're just happy to be acknowledged by you.
And Scav's head grew 3 times that day.
Something about all of this seems very... I don't know. It seems way different from what we left behind. Understandably so, though.
As you guys are in the marketplace and you're near the actual holy temple that you're familiar with, and before you get to your destination to eat, you're instantly just sideswiped by the sudden grim reality of a certain level of gravity of the situation. You're used to the temple being like this beacon within the city where the various gods are worshipped and deities are respected. But as you guys are standing outside of it, and you are kind of strangers to this temple now. You can see billboards or giant bulletin boards have been posted that have dozens of pictures and trinkets of people that have fallen or have gone missing. You can see shrines all over around the temple that have been erected to other gods and seeking prayers of people safe travel, and the memoriams to soldiers and civilians alike and people that have served. The sudden gravity of the toll of the war, of people passing through here, adding to this collage of loss and hope.
I think I will approach and I will leave behind. Let's see. I will take out one of the gems that I have and place it there. Screw it, we'll take out a diamond and place it there. And
Oh, I got you. Oh my gosh, you fat ass.
What'd he do?
He got the blanket and he almost bit it.
Oh no.
Scabbard, do a religion for me.
well, all right then. That is a natural 20.
I'm gonna send you a message real quick, and you can use this if you want. It's just my insight.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's something you were thinking.
That's exactly what I would actually probably do, is give them to those who would actually need them.
Yeah, and you'd be able to talk to, during the meeting with Kippa, you'd be able to bring that up to redistribute. And Lumion just kind of looks over at you, Kayand, and he's like, "Are you okay?"
Everything's just so much different than when we were last here.
And 6 years is a long time for mortals.
Yeah.
A lot can change in 6 years. Just look around.
Lindra just kind of like chimes in, and she's like, "About that breakfast."
Right.
That's what I've been waiting on. I'm just kind of...
Sorry, it's important. We always have to make sure that we take time for those in need as well.
And she just kind
Something
of
that I think you'll...
Lindra just kind of smiles as she walks along, and And she just kind of heads off, and Sally follows her, parting the people like.
No, get over here.
And you're eventually led to like this little hole in the wall type of shop. It's not really it's kind of a shop and a diner. And you see the most scruggly looking feely folk. And their fur is just, they've had oil burns. They definitely cook in the kitchen. They're a walking OSHA violation, if there was OSHA in the medieval time. And Sally just kind of nods a bit, and Lindra's like, Mom rarely ever lets me eat here because the food is considered unhealthy. And the feely folk just kind of smiles. There's a difference between unhealthy and delicious. I
This is fucking
specialize
true.
in delicious. So, my humble guest, are you looking for food to fill the belly, make you warm, make you a little lethargic because of the power of its deliciousness? Yes.
What are you offering, friend?
Oh no, I tell you not what I am offering. I simply prepare it, and you eat it, and you enjoy it.
I see someone's taking after Feisty's methods.
Sally put
Very
her
well.
massive hand on the counter, and she's like, "Feed them." And the poor little feely folk just looks up. Yes, ma'am. On the house, no cost.
Nonsense. We'll go ahead and pay appropriate. And
I just do not
go
want
ahead
to
and-
be on the menu for that one. So this feely folk begins making your guys' food. Every once in a while, you hear a scream from one end of the kitchen, like, "Oh, that's bad. That is definitely a burn, but it is worth it. The craft requires sacrifice of the flesh."
Alrighty.
And after about 15-20 minutes, you are presented with some sort of sandwich that is wrapped in parchment. And you can instantly tell the quality of the sandwich because it is, despite the parchment's integrity, it has been compromised by the oil.
Yes.
You know you're in for
Sign
a
of a
treat.
fucking good one.
are we talking like a McNaldo's heavily greasy but delicious breakfast sandwich, or are we talking like brunch snob levels of greasy breakfast?
Oh god, I miss the brunch snob so bad. I have not been there in a hot minute, and I love that place. We're talking about like you go to a hole-in-the-wall Mexican place and you get a chorizo burrito, and by the time you get to the car, the bag has changed colors.
So we're talking kind of like
Fuck yeah.
it's over in downtown. Gotcha.
Proper.
All right.
And as you unwrap this this creation that has been presented to you, you're like, this is different. This is interesting and different. You see the bun. You see that there is grilled onions that have started to caramelize into a quality that would be used on a French onion soup. And then you see melty cheese, and then you see like a thick cut steakhouse type of bacon, and then you see sausage, and then you see egg, and then you see another layer of like a thin layer of some sort of seasoned meat. And as you take a bite, Scabbard, you're realizing this is not bread that you're biting into. It is hash brown patties that have been formed, battered, and deep fried.
It's funny you say that because we used to make those all the damn time.
It
All
is-
right.
It is
It
peppery.
sounds delicious.
It is salty. It is a absolute breakfast bomb. I'm pretty sure Cayenne is like, yes, feed me this sandwich. I don't care if it upsets my stomach. And Lumion takes a bite of his and he's like, this may cost me my immortality.
It's funny.
And he looks over at you
So-
briefly, Cayenne.
Just,
Yeah.
hand Lindra hers.
And Sally's already eaten hers in one single bite.
Of course.
Of course. That's to
Makes
be
sense.
expected.
She's a big girl. She could probably eat like 10 of these sandwiches before he's feeling up full. Lindra eats it, and she's like trying to eat at a certain angle where she doesn't get it on her clothes because Mother would kill her,
Especially if she found out she was eating.
right? I think I just made Tom hungry again.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I want one. I don't have one. Fuck you. I blame you.
While sitting there, just gonna go ahead and take a drink of whatever that they have to offer.
This grease had leached you out of the burrito.
Something your mother seems to forget is that not all good food is healthy food. Sometimes it's always good to live a little every now and then.
Mother eats salted fish. That's not healthy for anybody.
It's healthy for creatures like us. For humans, not so much.
It's kind of like it's kind of like a tahini mango drink that you get to go with it.
See, you lost me at the tahini part.
It's because you're a
But the
bitch.
mango, absolutely.
But after the meal, you guys get to head off and spend a good amount of time here just enjoying this meal, and you just look at the bowl of grease left over from this thing. And the Feely folk, they come over and they gather that the bowls that they had offered you for the grease, and they immediately return it to like this giant communal pot, which they deep fry everything, and you're like, oh my god, they are a genius. All that flavor just being returned to this communal seasoning oil.
Proper deep frying in the fantasy lands.
Nikolai,
Mm-hmm.
per the premonition, you are 5 minutes early to the meeting. Even if you even tried to probably stop, you're like, no, we'll now be 5 minutes late, and somehow you're 5 minutes early. And everybody else shows up at the exact time that was premised.
Well, if I'm going to show up 5 minutes early, there was probably a reason for it. So I was going to try to get a word in with Kippa before the actual meeting. Just a quick
Mongo's trying to
hello.
get out of going to the meeting.
Just a quick hello, and just want to ask her a simple little question.
You're stuck in the waiting hall.
God damn it.
But Lindra, she is off to her classes.
Behave.
And you guys get to go into the familiar meeting hall with Kippa and the familiar long table, which is probably a nice sight to see as opposed to walking into the Red Queen's court or the insanity of the Alice's table or even the topsy-turviness of the Fey court. And Sir Mir is there, and per usual as her personal guard. But you are free to enter and speak and start speaking with Kippa as she's at the head of the table with notes.
Give proper bows to the appropriate people, hellos, goodbyes, and make my way in.
Cayenne, you're the one, since you've dealt more with quite a bit of nobility, and you as well, Scabbard, you immediately notice a certain level of stark differences with Kippa. While she is dressed as a noble, you can tell that she's also wearing scale mail, and she has a look about her like she has been leading a war for 6 years. She has that look, like that look of a general. And she's like, I want to take care of formalities before we take care of family. Is that okay? Good.
Sure.
Come, sit. There's much to cover. How are each of you doing?
Good.
Conflicted, but good.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Mongo?
Eagerly awaiting retirement.
In time. I don't need much of a progress report. I'm aware of all the doings and things that happened within the wilds.
Uh-huh.
Including all the family.
Yeah.
You also know that we are definitely not ready to deal with what's going on in Essencrest.
I'm a tactician. I plan things out, as you know. I was not aware that that situation would go sideways.
Sideways? We almost failed. We were woefully unprepared for that.
I sent you...
Yeah, something about working together and coming up with plans and shit. Who would have thought?
Sent you in prepared with what you needed for the situation that was predicted, not the situation that it turned out to be. Mongo, you are correct. Your adaptability and planning is, that's what you could call what that best was, is what pulled you through.
I don't know how we can plan on
Ace
stuff.
getting
I don't
an
know
idea
about.
and us getting lucky is what pulled us through.
Cayenne, at that moment you realize...
There was never any sort of fucking plan, never any sort of strategy, never any sort of thinking ahead.
Okay,
Mongo's
Mongo.
right.
Mongo. I totally agree that planning is important and necessary, but we can't exactly go, meet the guy and introduce ourselves and ask about him and that's what he's got planned to do for us with us. It's not like how to fight these things is a well-known documented fact, and we just needed to read some books to know exactly everything we need to do. I may be wrong there, but I don't think there is much planning that could be done. That's just
How about
my
we ask our
opinion.
parents on how they dealt with situations? I'm sure they probably had a couple of things pre-planned out. As they say in the sports arenas, a few plays already ready to go.
Eh,
Something to that effect.
perhaps.
On all accounts, we realistically shouldn't even be here. And yet, we are, out of plain dumb luck. Mongo's right. We do need to get better at making plans.
And you'll have an
Nikolai is right as well.
opportunity. Cayenne, you realize that ever since you've been back, there's been 2 missing party members from your group. Ace and Biddy. You have not seen them since the first round of
Oh,
combat.
shit. Oops.
Cayenne will bring that up at a later point because that we're here for the meeting right now.
So, I currently have a group of individuals in interrogation right now. I wasn't aware that you were going to bring back members of the Tea Party.
Ah,
Yet another thing that we couldn't have planned on.
And she looks
Really, I kind of feel like it's part of our MO now. Every time we go out, we come back with more people.
She looks directly over at you, Cayenne, like you have something to do with it.
I was not expecting the party to join us, but they were left in my care.
She
Yeah,
just,
what do you think of that story?
Kippa kind of smiles a bit and she's like, I don't mean to sound brash. Gamora, gods like to adopt people.
Considering they were put into the care by my niece, it only makes sense.
yeah, wasn't she kind of, voluntold to do this?
Yeah, I was voluntold.
Yeah, so the goddess of madness, who happens to be a niece, tells you, by the way, take care of these guys.
You have my best interest in mind. Good luck. Which is true, because I would not do wrong by Alice.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Likewise.
Book has decided to join the fray and volunteer his services and his crew. His ship is currently being outfitted to partake in the front lines of the war.
His ship has some amazing technology that I would think it'd be very important to look at integration. And I'm sure Cog would be quite fascinated about that as well.
Goes
It's
for another realm,
not-
another time.
not just a airship that we know of in any way, shape, or form.
I don't know much of the matter of the airship currently, but Cog is most interested in it, as are other leading gnomes in the field. However, the
Using it
dwarf-
to go to other realities has a cost.
Yeah. What? What do you mean?
Well, Gold was locked inside that room while the ship was in active use.
Yeah, he was navigating the ship.
Pongo, what do you mean?
It was aging him.
Mhm.
Well,
Anyone who goes in there, it's shortening their lifespan.
We're going to have to take a look at how to fix that.
Chronomancy or individuals with naturally long gifted lives? I would suggest something along the lines of turtles or very powerful wizards.
Or maybe fix the problem, because there is nothing like that in all the work we've done to review and to repair what we've done for it so far. There's nothing to indicate that. May have missed something.
Well, to be fair, they do come from an entirely different world.
Okay.
Different.
Ship does. Gold does not.
That is true. That's what I mean, is the ship does.
So
And
finding someone else to sacrifice isn't exactly an option, Scabbard.
Yeah.
that was not the intention of what I was going with there, Mongo. It would need to be a voluntary affair, and if one were to go ahead and do about it, it would need to be someone...
Did I use too big of a fucking word?
The technology will be examined, but not currently used until it is safe.
And did you
That
not
would
hear what
be-
I said, Scavard? That should not be happening. I don't claim to be an expert on the device, but there's absolutely nothing there to indicate anything like that happening. So it's either broken or there's more to learn.
Much like the Spellforge that is in this trial.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Speaking of which, any luck on figuring out that mess?
We have resources there, and we have new allies there. That's another
Well,
Front
good to have
building.
new allies there.
skirmish going on.
What kind of
What
allies do we have
circumstances?
there?
It's a native species. Let's just say they're not too happy with the orcs, and they have their own way of dealing with their unpleasantries.
Hmm.
And the orcs have something to fear from them.
Well, that's good.
Not exactly unhappy about that.
Well, let's just say one of these individuals in exile could kill at least a dozen orcs and not even break a sweat.
Alrighty.
Exile.
So wait, are we? Please tell me that we are embracing the orcs that wish to assist. We're not just slaughtering orcs.
It's a political matter that I am trying to deal with. Trust me, I'm not going to get into it. It's complicated.
That's putting it lightly. Could very easily turn into a war on two fronts if we're not careful with that one.
I'm not worried about that turning into a war because the exile will quickly end it if they mobilize.
Well, that's good.
But they're keeping the Spellforge safe. We have treaties in place with them. So, that is any other business we want to attend to?
There is one that I think would be beneficial. Something that started happening since our return. It seems that our travels have garnered the attention of specific groups, one such being other kobolds of Arkin. And you may have noticed that they have been leaving gifts and offerings. While it is not necessarily an unwelcome sentiment, it's definitely something that would be more beneficial if Windford would actually need these.
Maybe we can take the gifts that are being left for you, Mr. Messiah, and redistribute them as needed.
It's just perhaps giving them to the temple or to those in need.
So, missing something here.
He looks over at Scabbard, waiting for him to explain, or waiting for Cayenne to explain what's going on.
Well, remember that whole debacle within the Feywilds that involved the whole prophecy around Sala and the kobolds and everything?
Yeah.
Apparently, word travels very fast and very far. Needless to say, there are groups that have been leaving gifts at our house.
Okay.
Oh my god, that helmet is not going to fit him anymore, is it?
So, what are you planning on doing about this, Scabbard?
Cayenne, you can do a deity logic for me.
Got a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Cayenne, it's obvious to you what is going on, being a god and all. It's not word of mouth that is spreading. It is the fact that he has been picked as the beacon for Isala. It's his natural aura drawing them in, because he is seen as a natural leader to guide them, to help them find a way to rebuild. And his job is to basically, he is the spearhead to unfuck the Vistani everywhere and give them a unified banner.
Yeah, Cayenne is going to take the time to explain all of that. Essentially, Scav was chosen to be like the beacon for the Vistani. So, they're basically hailing him as a savior, so he's kind of, yeah.
One side we have more allies, so
wait.
let's-
Who are the more allies?
Yeah, they're little
the
lizard folk.
Fasani.
How do you
I
know
am
they're
not
allies?
sober enough for this.
How do you know they're
The
allies?
other thing.
Or you just want to
Now-
like take these people that are following you and throw them into the meat grinder?
No.
Yeah, basically. I think that's what his plan is.
No. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, no shit.
That's for you to figure out on your own, my guy.
Let's.
This is the whole holy mission you were chosen for.
Yeah, it sounds
So-
like a god has chosen you to do something. You might want to acknowledge that.
You might want to try talking to them and finding out exactly what the fuck it is you're supposed to do before you start asking legions of people to die for your cause.
Why do you think I've been trying to do, Mongo? There's not exactly a handbook that you can just pick up from the damn library that explains in in-depth detail on how this shit works. I am
We've probably
learning
been to a
as
few
I
libraries.
go.
Shots fired by the
Maybe
chat.
one of them has done it before.
Per the chat, if no one makes the joke, so that explains the savior complex.
To answer your question, though, Nikolai, it would be best to distribute these things to those who actually.
Okay. I think that's a small thing to worry about there, brother.
The gifts that
Every
they
little
leave.
bit can help.
The gifts that they leave for you will be redistributed. That's not an issue. There is something I do need to bring up that is an issue that
But
you
maybe
need to
you
be.
should do the redistribution. Scabbard.
Let me speak. There's something you guys need to be aware of and not talk about in public. She glares at you, Scabbard, and you're like, you feel that glare.
What? What did I do?
Have a loud
Mister
beep.
likes to blurt out important information in public places without being aware of who or what may be around, who may give the information to someone so much worse that we have to deal with. Something
Fair
along
enough.
those lines?
Fair enough.
So, as you've already met her, our daughter is unique.
I'll say.
She's
she
in.
seems to have inherited my
It
mother's
says-
abilities.
Yes, she has your mother's abilities. Your mother no longer has her abilities, as they have to be passed on. She hasn't manifested them fully yet, not until she reaches adulthood. She has fragments, threads of it,
Yeah, she knew I was going to be here 5 minutes early.
but she can't willingly choose a path for the future yet.
Well, hopefully she's getting tutored on that.
Ithos is a personal tutor to teach her from her own mistakes and guide her.
Yeah.
I have
Well,
given
experience is one of the best teachers.
I have given her a split curriculum. Half of her classes are private, half of her classes are in public.
Oh,
She needs to learn how to deal with the public presence and people firsthand, not hiding behind a wall.
that's good.
But you need to be aware of her gifts and her strangeness and just roll with it. She gets glances of the future things to come, not very far yet. She can't pick any paths yet.
Okay.
In other words, she can only see echoes of what could potentially be, not guarantees.
And we have to also harbor her on the path of right and not wrong.
It's
Hmm.
true. Don't want her making the same mistakes my mother made.
That's why your mother's the tutor.
Makes the most sense.
Per the chat, that would actually be a great fantasy for dummies book. So you've been chosen by a deity.
That's funny.
Hell yeah.
Avatars for dummies.
That's why I bring it up, is Scabbard, keep your mouth shut about it. This is a private matter and nobody's aware of it except for certain individuals.
I will do my best to make sure it stays that way.
You will keep your mouth shut, because I'm not afraid of shutting you up.
Yes, ma'am.
Scabbard's like, right.
The one thing that scares him more than anything else, his wife.
She grew up knowing that you guys are legends in the stories of you. She's looking forward to volume 2 of your trip to the wilds.
What?
Sorry, to where?
Not going back there, are we?
No, she wants to hear the stories of your trip there. As does Coin.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Coin does have a contract where she is legally obligated to hear our stories.
And first.
Mongo has the largest contract on the table with Coin.
I'm
Your ability to
second.
forget things, brother, is fucking astonishing.
I'm second to that contract under Mongo. Mongo has first spot. It will always have first spot with Coin.
You will hear no arguments with me there. That
Also,
is 100% you, Mongo.
as you guys are aware, Remus is alive, and I had sent him to greet you at the gate. A new familiar face I thought would be the most pleasant thing.
I'm so confused as to what happened there.
I will
And
admit,
pissed off
the
and grateful and angry, sad.
circumstances have left a very sour taste in my mouth. But I'm inclined to respect the wishes of the individuals.
We weren't aware of him surviving, or being resurrected in this case, until several months after the incident of the crash.
The incident of the crash.
Well, as you know, the airship that carried F. Kirihira, and
Oh, that crash, yes. Okay.
yes, because he was on a whole different continent.
Yeah. So I guess there is an official piece of business I must request of you. My family needs to have Millen back from the war for a little bit.
I'll see what I can do.
We need to know what happened with bringing Remus back. And I do have one of Wraith's personal items. So we need to bring her in there so that we know who our family savior is and what happened. And
Mongo, I'm assuming you'll be assisting with this, as will you, Scabbard, Cayenne.
yeah, Father officially requested that we'd all be there.
There's a lot that needs to be done, and admittedly, we may not have the time to do it all. But we gotta do what we can.
Well, right now, your current mission is to get your feet back on the ground of the city and decompress from your travel to the wilds.
What, we're going to the wilds again?
I said from your trip.
Okay. I thought you said before you go to the wilds. Like, what? No, I don't want to go there again.
Usually Scabbard is the one hard of hearing, but apparently you seem to have picked up that trait from him.
I've got so much going on in my brain right now. Like, I gotta figure out what exactly to do with Ace. Oh shit, where's Ace?
Where is Ace? And Biddy.
Where's Biddy?
We were only told that he was safe. They were safe.
Cayenne, from your natural 20 earlier, you know that they're happily chilling in your divine realm. Your second one, the one with the mushrooms. You poofed them there before they died.
They're currently having a party with my shrooms right now.
Do they know they're not
Is
dead?
that safe?
They are not dead.
Yeah, but do they know they're not dead?
That is
As
a question
far
to
as
ask
they know,
them.
as far as I know, that I'm just going to assume that they're having lovely little
Okay.
hallucinatory dream is what they perceive this as.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask. How is our companion and been doing since their arrival, now that a few years have passed? Angelo, my replacement while I was away with an
Bad companion. He's doing well. He's working among the front lines, finding his place.
And of the others, everyone seems to be doing somewhat good for the most part. You know, all of our allies, Galadriel, Starbar.
Starbar is fine. She's on the front lines, and Latrell is as well. Many allies have moved. Those that are willing or able and can lend their services have moved to the front lines or the mid lines.
That's a whole nother conversation to have. Oh boy.
I'm not going to spoil.
How's Sunny
some-
been?
Sunny's been really good.
What were you not going to spoil?
Something that regards all of you and some individual groups. I'll let you discover that within the city among yourselves.
Okay.
Speaking of which, anything new in the city that we should know about that has changed
yeah.
since our disappearance? You know, 6 years is a long time, and it is
Well-
definitely a very different place.
Pause for a moment. As for Sunny, she's currently at the Spellforge and helping oversee the reconstruction of it, Mongo. You should be proud of her.
It does make perfect sense for her to be there.
Always am.
If anyone could figure it out, it would definitely be her. Your
The
sister is
city-
a genius.
The city has become a lot more reinforced, and there's a lot more military presence throughout the city. In case of attacks, defectors of the Dwarven Empire have flooded our ranks, more or less, and have kept our inquisitors rather busy to make sure that there's no ill intent.
Yeah, as far as I understand, there's a civil war there.
That is correct.
Congratulations.
The Dwarven Empire is fractured currently, and I don't think there's any near future sign of peace between the both sides. 4 sides, 6 sides actually.
Wow. That's a question. That's
Any news of any potential allies beyond the lands of those we've already visited?
We have allies everywhere that are contributing to the war almost daily because they're starting to be affected by it.
what I was.
But the evils that lurk in the homelands are creeping across the world map slowly, and we are holding the line.
This map, I don't suppose there's a way we could view it to see just exactly how much impact there is.
No, because that's not for you to see. For you, it's to focus on getting back on your feet and then the next leg of your adventure.
Fair enough.
I don't mean to sound callous or rude, but that is your position.
Formalities,
The
of course.
the next leg of your adventure is... Do you want to hear about it now or after you've rested?
Do we need to prepare for it yet?
No.
Okay, then just give me a few days. I did want to ask one thing. Where the heck did the repair crew of Moon Mice come from?
That's another set of allies that we've have loose contracts with, as they don't interfere directly with events.
There's a whole society of Moon Mice?
There is. So this other set of species, they're kind of a detached species from the normal. They intervene when a species of I don't know, their choosing, I guess, however their politics work. They intervene, save a bunch of them, and allow the species to rebound within safety.
So that vision where Uncle Asshole wiped out the moon mice was a premonition or a vision of the past. And this other species saved some of them?
Yes.
Oh,
Kind of reminds me of a certain dragon that we know of.
okay. Is there a representative I could speak with?
There is not, as I am the link to speak to them. They are rather reclusive for the most part. I could send a message through for you, Nikolai.
Well, I want to offer everything I can, even my life if necessary, for thanks of them saving my people. A thank you note is not sufficient.
That's not how this group of people operate, Nikolai. They, to be very blunt, Nikolai, they're more mechanically inclined than you are, more analytical than you will ever be. To them, this is moving a statistic across the board to ensure a survivability of a race.
So, yet another thing I can't do.
Accept the fact that your people are not extinct and that you can actually enjoy the presence of your people.
Yeah.
And eventually your people can repropagate and thrive here, as opposed to possibly going extinct.
Yeah.
Oh no, with as often as Nikolai sleeps around.
I'm aware of
May be
how
able
much
to
he sleeps
solely-
around.
He may be able to
Unfortunately-
solely save the species.
Really?
You
Wow.
need more than just one
Wow.
to propagate a species.
I mean, there was one singular turtle in the Galapagos that more or less, like, saved the entire species, so...
Cayenne, do you have any matters?
I just have a lot of things to think about and address that are higher than here.
She just nods ever so slightly. Mongo?
You said this mysterious species grabs individuals, and that way a group doesn't go extinct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Cayenne, didn't you say that a Hova was supposed to watch out for a certain group that kind of fits that description?
Yeah.
Think they stepped in?
Potentially.
You should speak to your father.
I have some things that need attending to that involve him and my mother. So,
As long as it doesn't involve guards getting involved, I am okay. Nikolai,
Yeah?
anything on your agenda that you want to bring up with me?
I have a question for you at the end, after everybody leaves, if may have a minute of your time.
Okay. Scabbard.
Currently, nothing in terms of formality, but personal matters, something perhaps later.
Very well. And she picks up something and she stamps a document. This meeting's adjourned. Okay, now on to the more or less formal things. Her entire impression remains practically the same. I am happy to see all of you and the fact that you survived.
Yeah?
Oh, it was such bullshit.
I'm never going back to that fucking realm.
Just let the world burn then, huh?
I have to.
Your business there, Kyan, is quite interesting.
It's just a more complicated web of give me all the migraine.
It was quite an interesting experience.
Kippa hops out of her chair and she stretches a little bit, and you can see that she's wearing, like, a lot of armor. Like, she is protected.
Yeah?
Scav, come here.
I would expect nothing less.
Ah.
Step over and just squeezing in a hug.
You hug her and it's like, you're like, so this is what it's like to hug me in armor.
Hope you realize how much I miss you.
Likewise, it's good to see all of you. She comes over and she hugs you,
Formalities.
Mongo.
This whole mess is hopefully will be over.
Stay the
I'll be
line.
honest. I'll be honest. There is been far too many close calls.
She just kind of laughs at that, and it's like, that's a good joke because she's literally the Empress. And every one of you, except for Scabbard, pick up on that laugh about, yeah, like, tell me about it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Scabbard. The last encounter was difficult. It wasn't that much of a deal.
You
Mongo,
almost died, Nikolai.
what if I asked you
I
personally
did die, actually.
Mongo, what if I asked you personally to go back to the wilds to retrieve a treat from the market for me?
Can I ask you how it feels to want?
She laughs at that and she's like, oh.
You may be our Empress, Skipper, but we'll say fuck you.
Oh, it feels so nice for somebody to tell me to get fucked.
It's like, is this critically important? No? Fuck you. Not going back there. I'll take someone there and drop them off. It's as far as I'm going for a while.
I'll tell them the fucking stories, but that's about as far as Mongo's gonna go. It's like, fuck that joint. It's like, you know what logic is? Yeah, not there.
Imagine
do
those
have to
two
ask.
bastards that were the emissaries for the Red Queen from the Fey Court. Like, oh my god,
What's that,
poor guys.
Gav?
The other group, were they successful?
Yes,
All
they
of
were.
these phylacteries dealt with?
Yes, the reliquaries are gone.
think
Do we have any confirmation that there is no more?
She looks over at you and she's like, me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Figured as much.
Yeah, so last one kind of fucking broke reality.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Again, that was unexpected. My apologies. I mean, it was supposed to be a simple encounter.
simple.
Well, I
I don't
suppose
think I can describe how it feels to be atomized.
you weren't atomized, you were unmade.
There's a little bit of difference because atoms are still a thing in existence.
Or rather, just completely I will say, strangely, oddly peaceful to just not be.
Curious.
What was that?
But we are definitely not prepared. We're gonna need it.
Well, Mongo
But you
definitely
are
has
right.
a good point that our parents should probably be playing a larger role as far as informing us on what we should expect. Then again, we really haven't asked them much.
Well, we're
We have.
outside. We're outside of the formal part of this meeting. To put it bluntly, your parents don't know much about the situation we're in.
Yeah, they know about
We have asked if we have
Uncle Rurik
spoken about it in the past. Nikolai.
for the most part. Well,
And-
yeah, no, but
The response has almost always been get fucked. So
yeah, we're retired. Kind of a disappointing thing.
Your parents know a lot about different infantry things, a lot of different encounters, but this magnitude of undead is not one of them.
Yeah.
I don't mean to really put things in perspective for you guys because I try to protect you from the harsh truths of the war. That's my job. But
With all due respect, Kippa, that's your efforts that you spend to protect us from the harsh truths are completely unnecessary. I personally would rather be moving forward knowing that your efforts are not to protect us. Your efforts are merely to
Aren't you?
assist us.
I'm protecting you, and I'm also preparing you for the hardest things that you're going to have to ever do in your life that some of you may not come back from, and I have to live with that.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is, this isn't just dealing with a simple cataclysm that's happened before. This is something completely different called the end of all creation. Let's
Yeah.
put that on the table and think about it.
Yeah. All the more reason to not shield us against anything, in my opinion.
We're not going to talk about what is coming up. We are going to simply, as you requested, focus on getting your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
I think the best way to do that, starting off tonight, would be a big family dinner.
Ah,
Go now. See the city. Get in touch with things. Cayenne, go touch grass. It won't touch you back. You have allies to see and things to see within the city.
Well, oh boy. Let me know what the prospects are going to be and get Milam home for a couple days. Has she met Father?
She has.
Okay.
They went out to a dinner to discuss things. Not a single word was said between them the entire dinner.
Yeah. I get a feeling she
Is
doesn't
that
know
a
certain
good
things.
thing?
Mongo, what does it mean if a Munchkin folk doesn't talk to you?
Depends.
Ah,
You know, sometimes Coin and I are together in the same room. She doesn't say anything. Of course, usually she's sleeping.
Go. And she just
Or reading.
She heads back to the head of the table and rolls up a few things. I'll see you at dinner tonight.
Oh. While we were away, you sent a scroll saying that you kind of found out a little bit of my family. Which side are you referring to?
Primarily Maggie.
My grandmother or my grandfather?
Maggie.
Your father.
Who is my father? You said you found something about my lineage.
Yes. Your father was.
Plume Tree?
No, your father's not Plume Tree.
No, he's my grandfather.
Yes. Your father was briefly a god and retired the mantle because it was too much responsibility.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, how we became demigods.
Ah, I thought that was Kyan's son. Or Femora's
That's how
son.
Mongo ended up as a demigod. Is he hooked up with Jewel while he was still a god? Had, I'm not going to tell you this.
Yeah.
You can.
We
tell-
don't.
Need
Yeah.
to go into the specifics about that.
So,
Okay.
my son's not the reason
Does Maggie know?
why y'all are demigods. He's the reason y'all are allowed to even be alive.
Yeah.
Ah.
Y'all were supposed to be eradicated from existence.
Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense. Like,
How the hell supposed to be does he have to do existing?
Yeah, you're not meant to exist, essentially. You were such a blight and such a danger that y'all were meant to be eradicated,
Gotcha. Okay.
cleansed, forgotten.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know. If,
So how the fuck am I a
Their wording,
demigod,
not mine.
Apparently.
so yeah, Maggie is. Let's just say she looks over and she's like, huh. Just say he's not entirely clear about the whole situation. He's woefully oblivious to his former nature. So if you want to have that talk with him, Mongo, feel free.
Yeah, it's just the next family dinner might be a little more tense.
Your family really doesn't do tense. It's usually more humorous and
We
lighthearted.
can trade places. Mongo, do you want to break the news that I have to your parents?
Yeah, you completely broke up there. I didn't hear shit.
Oh, I said, we can trade places if you want. Do you want to go break the news that I have to my parents?
But how their grandparents?
Yeah, let's go
At
with
least you could say,
that.
"Don't shoot the messenger."
Yeah, I still have to tell Coin about that piece of paper your little auntie sent me.
I have to tell my parents that they're God still.
Yeah. The fuck is going on? This is all
Coin
I don't-
finds
crazy.
out that your aunt already married us, she may kill me.
That's just a technicality on paper that didn't include the actual ceremony. So until the ceremony's done, y'all are only written on paper. The ceremony is not recorded.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the ceremony involves sinking a ship, correct?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's what she tells me.
So then it's
Yes.
not finalized until a ship is sunk by both of you.
Why ruin a perfectly
Exactly.
good ship? Can't it just be raft?
It is. It's a tradition, Nikolai.
According to
It's a tradition. It would be no different than if you had to tinker something and the bride had to tinker something to make something that works together. It's no fucking different.
Except
Actually,
you're
it's-
destroying a perfectly good ship.
hold on, let me interject here. From my understanding of your culture there, Mongo, the grander the ship means the more prosperous and grander your life will be once you are wed. I'm sure I could pull a few favors for a very grand ship, but you're going to owe me a tremendous favor in return. Nikolai,
Being part of your favorite Wetworks team isn't a big enough of a favor?
oh no, that's just a family privilege.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Nikolai, as for your family culture, it's a bit more strange.
Okay.
It actually has nothing to do with tinkering, and ironically, so those that court each other, according to my understanding of the philosophy of how your kinds go about wedding, is those that court each other shall formulate and cultivate a cheese in private, and when they decide to enter wedlock, for a better term of things, they exchange the cheese, and depending on their reaction to the cheese, the marriage is finalized.
What an
Okay.
oddly very mousy thing to do. I love it.
So at some point in time, he has to start trying to make some kind of a cheese. And if it turns out it's terrible, he's going to live the bachelorhood for the rest of his life.
And whatever mousy folk that he chooses, they will also prepare a cheese to exchange with his cheese.
Okay.
Assuming he ends up with another moon mouse.
Okay. Enough of that, please. That's not something I want to think about right now. At all.
Oh, does someone have commitment issues?
And I thought it would be Mongo.
Just out of curiosity, are you going to look at pizza the same way again?
Alrighty.
Oh, and one order of business before you go. I know the books are closed on that. Please hurry up and resolve the fake king as soon as possible. Outside of your normal business.
Yeah, I need to do that.
But now, go enjoy the city. And she just kind of shoos you off and She goes back to her documents as you guys head out. After she exchanges hugs with each of you.
Yep. When everybody leaves, I will ask my question. I'm just waiting there.
She looks over at you as the door closes and watches you walk
You
over.
might be waiting a bit because I'm waiting too. I will step aside though, so you can do your thing.
Oh, so you're going to stay here. All right, that's fine. Close the door.
The door is already closed.
Okay, yeah. So is this a secure and secretive environment right now?
She looks at you very sharply, and there's a tinge of fear on you as you dare question that.
I just wanted to make sure because the question I'm going to ask you could be a big problem if someone hears it. No one here to hear it?
Oh, there's Sir Mir and there's Scabbard standing there with his ears covered, humming loudly.
Okay, I'll get
Do your
close.
thing, and I'll just speak with Sir Mir over there.
And I will whisper quietly. Does the word Memnos mean anything to you, Kippa?
It's a type of mythological dragon.
Type of mythological dragon. Has no personal value to you.
I've researched it
Uh-huh.
along the side of whatever a daughter is.
Okay. All right. Either you are keeping stuff from us, or you're being great. All right. Lean in, give her a hug.
She hugs back as you head out. Poker face, 1000. That is a nut you are not going to crack.
Figured as much.
And then she looks, and Sir Mir steps aside and allows you to go speak to Kippa.
Yeah,
Pippa, dear, love of my life, I have a really important question for you.
Are you going to die? I don't know.
I already know it's gonna happen. Whether
The only
or not
question is it going to happen on the battlefield or because he pissed off a member of his family?
that. How much did I miss? I do want to apologize for not being there with you. I know I promised that I would have been there for the day that she hatched, but
Well, you missed her hatching, you missed her first steps, her first words. A lot of the first. And I raised her so that she knew the legends of you, and the legends can be false, but she chooses to embrace the legends. She idolizes you as a whole, and especially you, Scabbard. You visit her room sometime.
still failed you though on that mark.
But you're home, so you can now recoup at the last time as best as you can.
I don't think one can just simply recoup from 6 years.
No, but you can make up for the lost time.
I wanted to give you this. And I'm gonna pull out one of the books from the travels and hand it to her.
She takes the book and looks at it. And you see her smile about this. Your
See
daughter
you later
loves
on
you.
tonight.
She loves you, Scabbard.
She is beautiful. And I do not deserve that kind of life. That kind of light in my life.
She's smarter than most, just about everybody her age. Be aware of that. And she's got your clever nature mixed with my clever nature.
Sorry, Kippa. I failed you.
No. Now, if you go bump into my parents, they might beat you up a little bit.
Hoping we can pull through this and figure something out. Come out on top, but realistically, everything I've seen and learned so far, don't think that there will be a happy ending for me in all of this.
Just push
Everything
forward.
I've seen so far is everything I've learned so far, almost everything that has been mentioned, vision, everything that we have seen and occurred. There has only been 2 times where it seems where we all walk away from this, but every other time it always seems that I don't make it out of Fessenpress. Alive at least.
Well, I guess we'll just have to get Osling involved and have you be a ghost dad. She just smiles a little bit and she just taps a claw on the table. And that's when you can go around and be like, who's your ghost daddy and what does he do for a living?
You are such a dork. I'm taking you to that one place you really like tonight for dinner along with the others. As far as I'm aware, unless it's changed, it's the only place left in the whole city that still serves bear meat.
Shouldn't we just have a private hall meal with everybody present? You know as well as I know that it could be the last time that everyone is together.
Could be, but there's nothing wrong with showing people that no different from anyone else.
It's true. Better a ghost than a zombie. That is very true, Chad.
And it would also do some good to show our daughter that just because of the position she's in does not put her above anyone else.
Oh no, she's very aware of that. Despite her status and nobility, she is very aware of her position and where she stands. Trust me, mother and father have put her to work in the shop.
That's good. Plus, it'll also do you some good to get out of these cramped castle walls.
She just kind of like looks over at Sir Mir, and Sir Mir just kind of like, you see that brief look on his face, like, yeah, she's seen some shit.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you be. I'll see you later on tonight.
She nods. Cayenne, where is the first place you're heading?
She needs to go to the temple. She needs to speak to Fought. She needs to get that dealt with.
All right, well, you head directly to the temple, and as soon as you head in, it's much like the outside, except there's no bulletin boards inside, but you see lots of additional shrines added to the temple. But this has become essentially a mecca of people coming in, setting up a small shrine, doing a prayer, and leaving. And you see Prim there, and she just kind of is talking with the head of the temple, towering over her, mind you.
As she does. As she does.
And the head of the temple, she rolls her eyes and heads off, and Prim stands there with her arms crossed, and she looks over at you, and she's like, ah. She comes over. She doesn't hug you or give you anything like that. It's the typical Prim greeting, and she's like, Your Holiness.
That probably just doesn't sit well in her stomach. It's like, oh. It's good to see you too, Prim.
She looks at you and at how comfortable it makes you, and she's like, Your Godliness?
No. 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 No, no. This is just complicated. It's so complicated.
I was wondering how long it would take you
I've
to
learned
catch on
so many
to...
things since the last time me and...
She just pauses too, and she's like, I was wondering how long it would take you to realize who you were.
It took a long time. I'm glad it took so long, but on the same hand, I wished I would have known sooner.
No, you don't.
I replay the scenarios. If I'd had learned sooner, I probably would not be in the same place as I am now.
Haves and could once.
Everything is so... Yeah. The biggest thing is now I know so much, and now there's so much that I have to learn about.
And you realize at this point that she's actually speaking in the divine language, even though she's not a god.
Oh, that's interesting.
She just looks over at you and she's like, that is above my pay grade. I am simply a servant.
Since you've been here, have you noticed anything about Fought at all?
Outside of the fact that he's a very strange goblin, with many ties to many different gods.
I guess more so meaning, is he touched in any way? When he prays, like in his sleep, he actually levitates.
As I said, a very strange goblin.
I just wonder if there's a little more to him.
He's a perplexing being to deal with. As you know, I'm very straightforward.
I do know that I know enough about myself now that I have to explain exactly how important Fought and all of the goblins here are. More important than they realize.
You should go visit the goblins. As for Fought, I have theories, and they're odd theories based off of old doctrine. Essentially, there's a theory that there is a... And I don't mean to mince terrible words here. an idiot god. A Neandering idiot god that does not realize that they're a god, but they act as a divine god that is a conduit god for all the other gods. And they are in service to all the other gods, but a god themselves to speak on the behalf of all gods, if that makes sense.
Okay. Why does that make sense? For him?
I don't know enough about him, and I have not spent enough time around him to understand. My time within the city is temporary.
Hopefully you can have a bit of a longer time in the city. Between work.
Coming to the city has kept my hands rather full, and I'm happy to have got to spend some time with my sister while she was in.
Has she told you any interesting stories recently?
Well, no. Per her agreement, per her phrasing, I have slain the largest Leviathan I have ever laid my eyes upon, and I have never felt my loins so wet from the excitement of killing such a beast.
Yep, that definitely sounds like her. Oh, Lord. I hope said Leviathan was not friends with the Kraken that my mother made friends with.
Leviathans are monstrosities that live in the deepest of the ocean, and those that are corrupted by necromancy are even worse.
So I have read tales of.
As the Divine's avatar of soul, I do not sit well at the fact that necromancy is creeping everywhere.
Mr. Cheesy Cat.
I see where necromancy can be used for some good works in keeping balance in that which is natural, but when people use it for the extremes, I've definitely seen and felt firsthand its evils. And my sister knows all too well those evils too.
Your sister and I do not see very well either.
Excuse me.
Then
Have you
again,
met her wife?
No, I have not. I've only met your sister in passing, and it's often
You-
in glares.
You need to meet her wife. Complete polar opposite. Obsessed with sweets.
And suddenly you're hugged violently in the leg. And as you look down, you see
I am
Bod.
Yes. It's the boy.
And you just hear from below you, "Come on!"
I am picking him up and hugging him into me.
And he smells strongly of garlic and blue cheese
Yummy.
I don't care.
and fermented onions.
Yummy.
I don't care.
I saw Tom's go, oh.
It's fought. I don't care. Cayenne's nose is accustomed to weird smells because of fought.
He's like, I prayed to you that you would... I prayed to you that you would be okay.
That's a hell of a circle.
And it worked.
That was not the That was not the character saying it. That was the player saying that's a hell of a circle.
Obviously,
Well,
it worked.
It worked. So much has happened. So many gods. Oh my god. Should I say oh my me?
Will that be OU?
Oh, me.
Just, oh my.
Oh my me? Yeah. A lot of
Oh
gods.
my
To speak about. There is more to my history than I knew originally. I apparently have children.
Pot looks at you. Congratulations on that.
I had no idea they existed.
I'm
I
just kind
had
of
to-
like, she faint palms a little bit like, oh.
I had to be reminded they existed. And it's a whole... What you know of deities is more complicated than you realize. Much more complicated.
God doesn't understand. He just does the service to the gods.
Do I notice anything different about Fought?
He's as
Or does he
goofy as
sing?
ever.
You doing, cheese?
He's as goofy and dumb as ever, and just like a little golden retriever. In goblin form.
I really wonder if there's something divine about him.
There it is.
Honestly.
There is.
There is.
One of us looked at him with a certain pair of goggles. And yeah, there is.
Hey, Mongo, you should look at Prim with the goggles on. See what happens.
Oh, that. No. Not without her fucking permission.
Cayenne is really pondering if he's actually like a god, like full on god, not demigod or anything. But she doesn't want to outright ask. And then if she tried to take him to the city, it could potentially kill him if he's not an actual god.
Oof. Cayenne
So
has,
there's that.
has left the party.
Yeah, and Cayenne will not risk that.
Prim
Well,
just
she's already been.
as you as you get to hang out with Fought and chat with him, catch up on things. Mongo, where are you headed, bud?
Temple.
All right, easy enough. You walk in, and as you meander in, you see the what I had described before, the mini boards with posters, the mini shrines. And as you head up the stairs are decorated as well, and you can see cords across with holy symbols hanging from it. And you head in the temple, and you see all the new additional shrines. Some space is a little cramped, and then you immediately see Prim standing there, and you see Cayenne hugging the hell out of Fought, talking a million miles an hour to him about all the things that have been going on. And you hear Prim from past Cayenne, not even breaking stride. Plan to break any holy symbols today, Munchkin?
Never have I ever tried to break any. Apparently, half of me gets in my own way, and I cause a little bad luck.
Curiosity that the black half of you crosses in front of you, granting bad luck.
Yeah, I walk backwards sometimes. Gotta stop doing that.
Your little tuxedo. And Spot just kind of like, almost like a little child in your arms, Cayenne, does grabby paws towards Mongo to hug him.
I half expected wriggling to try to get down.
Yeah, go join the Hug Fest. How have you been, buddy?
Pod is, well, Pod is busy all the time now. Pod deals with a lot of people. More people than before. Pod has dealt with more people than I has fingers to count.
Yeah, but you're still resting and taking time for yourself to recharge, yeah?
Pod will be honest, Pod doesn't have much time to recharge.
Maybe you should take time to recharge.
Pod doesn't want to steal time from the Chronomancer god. Bad luck.
Tell you what, I'll put in a good word for him.
Cayenne is telling me all about her trip. And all of the gods.
Yeah, we've met a lot.
I think Scab would explode if he entered the temple and he saw how many shrines there were now.
It's funny you say that because that's where I'm headed next.
Is Nikolai headed
Is that
there
a family
too as well?
reunion in the fucking temple now?
No, I think Nikolai was probably going to go try to catch up with Cog.
404.
Right, so
Cog's not
Nikolai
found.
was going to go to the Artificer Temple of building shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
I would just tell you now, Cog is probably busy working on Hook's ship.
That's why Nikolai wants to go.
He wants to work on Hook's ship.
And Scavard, you eventually head into the temple and you see the family reunion going on.
Just give a little wave to the group.
Just keep on walking. Fuck everybody else.
No, I'm approaching. Just waving from a distance and making my way over. Hello, hello. Didn't expect to find, well, almost everybody here.
And
Cayenne.
Plot comes and gives you a hug, and Plot looks at you, he's like, Scavard?
Good to see you too, buddy. It's been too long.
Cayenne was telling me about all the things.
There's a lot of things for sure.
Just, all the, things.
What is Spot missing? And Prim just kind of laughs to herself a little bit.
I don't know, buddy. You're gonna have to tell me, because, I have no idea what they told you.
Prim just looks over at you, Cayenne, and is like, and just kind of shrugs ever so slightly.
The only thing that I've been telling him about were about Alice, the Red Queen, what we were there to do, how we almost died.
Mm.
I don't know what detail I'm missing, Mungo, unless you know something I don't.
As you guys are talking, you see a goblin come into the temple and they're wearing a tunic and trousers, and you see him come over, and Prim walks over and she picks up a basket. She crouches down to the goblin, and the goblin's like, it takes the basket from her, and you can hear him talking a little bit about, and it's actually a really civil conversation. It's not just like goblins screaming at her. And basically the goblin is getting medical poultices and supplies, herbal remedies, and hands over a few coins and heads out. And Prim stands back up and
Well, he seemed like an interesting fellow. I wonder where he came from. Look right at Cayenne.
Shut up.
That's what I was wondering about.
I'm gonna try and find the temple keeper, which I think the goblin's speaking with right now.
no, the goblin spoke with Prim, got supplies, and left.
But I'm gonna look for the keeper for a moment.
You doing, dude?
I'll be right back, guys. Something important I have to do.
What are you
Okay.
You psychopathic cat.
You go and you find the
Not doing anything.
elemental
Talking
elf, and
cheddar.
she's tending to one of the shrines.
Temple's grown quite a bit since I last been here.
Yes, it has become quite full.
I don't remember her name. I'm sorry.
I don't remember off the top of my head either. You could just refer to as a high priestess of the temple.
It's
Or
been
formal
quite some
term?
time since I've had a chance to speak with you, friend.
You as well. I thought you were dead. Pleasantly surprised that you aren't.
I mean, you'd be half right.
He immediately splashes you with holy water.
Well,
Does it smell of goblin piss?
kudos for the thought, but
Ow!
not that kind of not that
Being
kind
psycho.
of presence, friend.
Right, so... How often do you have to drink blood or you brains?
Neither nor. But it is good to see that. the
What form of
temple is
lycanthropy do you have?
None, thankfully. I'm just very lucky to be in the company of those that I have with me. Can't help but, do I have a question actually? Do I know if there has been or did I see a shrine to Insala here?
No, there is not. It's been a couple of years since you have been here as a player. Yeah, it has.
So, I've noticed that there's been a few additions to the temple. Can't help but notice that there is one missing.
Look, right now the temple is basically a Rolodex of gods.
You are absolutely correct.
So, if you're going to add one, add one. I have temple duties to attend to.
I most certainly will. With that, I would like to share the details with you as well. And I provide a simple like parchment in regards of who they are and all that such. But I will spend time putting together in a area that seems appropriate a dedicated shrine to
As
Solo.
far away from Bahamut as possible.
Absolutely.
Last thing we need to do is summon another god to the city that wants to wage war.
But yes, we're gonna do that. I'll leave an offering of some water, some holy water,
Okay.
and with that, I will go ahead and conduct a simple little prayer.
Okay.
I'll do whatever it is that must be done in your name to ensure that hope and peace is restored.
Do a religion for me.
And so long as I breathe, I will do what must be done to protect you from those that seek harm. Restore order to what must be done. Restore order.
So
to
if you hold your breath, does that mean you will crave chaos?
What?
That's a natural 20.
Okay. So swinging over to Nikolai.
Yes.
Nikolai, as you get to the having to go through the security checkpoint, another security checkpoint, and a third security checkpoint, you're able to get to the actual like dock area where they do all these techie things. And you're just like probably in wonder as you see dwarfs and gnomes working hand in hand. You can even see they're tinkers, but they're also wizards helping with the Magitech aspect.
Nice.
And you immediately get hugged from behind.
Is it a larger person or a smaller person?
It's a hug.
Reach up and see who's hugging.
As you turn around to face the hug, you meet the only person that is as oily as you, your sister.
You got back.
Yeah, I got cycled back earlier. What the hell are you doing here? Doesn't matter. She just hugs you again. Shut up and hug me.
Me hug.
You're not dead.
Nope.
Oh, look, it's Nikolai's temple.
Nikolai's temple. Well, I'm glad that you were able to come back early because we have something very important to do with the.
I don't care. You're alive, and I'm alive, and I get to see you.
And Dad's alive.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Just don't trust the situation.
All right. Well, since you're on vacation now, let's go talk.
Or, hey? Been a long 6 months.
Hey. Yeah. I get it. What's the situation that you don't trust?
He was dead, he's alive, and he worked with...
Yes. So you don't know all the story yet.
And as you start to talk to her, Nikolai, we will call it. Hey, Manny. Highlights.
Highlights. Let's see. Well, for one, spending time with the family. For the other, I would say for sure just the entire meeting with Kippa. Gab's partial protective dad nature coming through around his daughter. Not fully like there just yet, still coming to terms that that's a whole thing that happened. Kind of hard to say with this session. While it doesn't seem like a lot got done, a lot got done. And I want to say that I am really looking forward to what happens in the upcoming few sessions.
All right. Nikolai?
It was kind of fun, even though I totally expected that people would be completely stone-faced on that question. It was fun to do that. It was really... It was cool to find out that Remus had an artifact from Grayeth so that we could get more answers. It's interesting to find out that Mellum has a problem with Remus. To figure out what the heck's going on there. It was really interesting to see, like, you know, how much F. Gary has or see that F. Gary has grown up and is herself. It was just really a lot of interaction with characters was really cool. Looking forward to upcoming, you know, sessions where more stuff is revealed and established. Really cool. Really neat to see. About all I got right now.
Okay. Bongo? Or Waddles?
This is a good one. A lot of setup for upcoming episodes.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be some heavy conversations happening, and once certain family members can be talked to. Kippa demonstrating her all-knowingness. Having Scav's daughter hanging around a bit. Getting to see Fought. But yeah, this is a good one.
And a Kyan.
There was a lot, even though I joined late. Being able to get home and have the meeting with Kippa. Getting drinks was fun. Seeing the Vistani, that was a little trip because Cayenne already knew kind of about the whole savior thing, since she did already speak to Isala.
Gabber needs to get his head in gear.
Yes. 1000%. The interaction in the temple with Prim. Didn't expect her to speak in the divine language, but that should have kind of been a given too, because she is a paladin and whatnot. So I half expected it, but it's still a surprise. It now makes me wonder about her sister. But we'll have time to talk to her at a later point.
Chris
Definitely,
Chris is much more
Yeah.
of a druid than an actual cleric paladin.
yeah. That I knew. I'm just curious to see how things are in Goblin Row for sure.
Well, they're wearing
And I'm-
pants, so
more more modernized essentially. Definitely need to see how things have changed in the Druid Circle for sure, because we've been gone so long. But there were a lot of good moments, just being able to see Fought, F. Kiri, and everybody again. The fact that Hook and Holvar decided to be drinking mates, essentially. I knew that was coming.
No, bro, I'll drink you under the table. No, bro, I got you under the table already.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
good to be
Cheddar
home
is
after
being
being
a
gone so
bugger
long.
for sure.
He is a psychopath right now. Yes, I'm talking to you. Sorry.
Lots of
what we're talking about.
lots of small moments and interactions. Per the
Mhm.
chat, there are moments. Hearing parts of what happened while they were away. Being able to see most of the home-based family. A lot of them making an appearance this session.
Yeah.
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 The vast updates to Casil and how different it is compared to how they left it.
I mean, 6 years is a long time. A lot changes in one, let alone 6.
And you're seeing a reflection
Yeah.
of those changes everywhere you go.
So what's on your list, Jim?
That was some of them.
Okay.
All the interactions and bringing characters back. Prim showing her disgruntledness once again in the stream. Her absolutely.
Always love when she shows up.
Oh yeah, she's just no nonsense. Cleric, paladin. I'm gonna tell you how it is, and you better get your ass in line. Blunt force trauma with words. The updates to everything with everybody. And there's so much more to cover. So much more. It's gonna be some heavy episodes. But yeah, that's it. I mean, updates of characters, updates of scenes, the interactions with everybody. COD is so easy to play because there's not a single brain cell in that brain.
You just turn brain off.
He's literally a golden retriever, man. Good session. And we will say goodnight.
All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining
Good
us.
night, everybody.
Hasta luego.